Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome to this episode of the Pre-Market Show. Remember that nothing that is said during this show should be construed as investment advice. You're responsible for your own investment decisions. Please consult a financial advisor before making any decisions based on topics mentioned in this show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome, everybody, to the Pre-Market Show. Andrew, what's up,
What's
man?
going on? So what's happening? So yeah, happy 4th of July to all my American friends. I just want to say the ungrateful colonists, you know, can't believe they started a war over a tea tax. Yeah, what happened if they had UK VAT to 20%, right? But no hard feelings, you know, at least they're still talking English, so I suppose that's a win. But yeah, happy 4th of July to all celebrating. And yeah, I got a few friends in the States, so have a great day.
Absolutely. Hopefully some of them are tuned in today for the show. If they are barbecuing and enjoying their Independence Day. Yeah,
so if we're going to talk about barbecues, what are you, like a hot dog guy or a burger guy?
I like burgers more. I just feel like they're a little bit healthier. Just that little bit healthier.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, if you're going for the ground minced beef, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you? So you're more burgers as well?
Oh, both. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to just eat both of them. Yeah, why not? Bit of mustard, ketchup, cheese. Off we go.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I'm hungry now. But yeah, good morning to the US and to Bermuda. And okay, so today it's going to be a quiet day, right? So the markets are closed. Now there's not much volume in the FX or the futures as well. So yeah, I think we'll just have a bit of an open floor. Let's have a chat. Let's anything you'd like us to talk about, you know, drop it in the comments for us. And yeah, let's have a bit more of a talk show today, right?
Yeah, we've been getting a few requests for some more talking and a little bit more dialogue, but that's kind of hard to do when we're trading.
So, yeah, I just noticed my hat's actually getting into the blue screen as well.
It's like magic. It is magic.
Yeah. So there we are. The hat's back.
Nice.
So do you want to take us through today's bank holiday and, you know, well, we obviously know why the market's closed. It's Independence Day in the US, but what's the impact on the market, especially for us trading outside of the US today?
So usually what happens is yesterday you'll get everybody leaving to go to, you know, start their celebrations early for more like a 4-day weekend, and you tend to see very little trading taking place. So if anybody noticed, like the last hour of trading yesterday kind of quieted down, and we got, I would say, basically all the big traders were checked out. Today, markets are open for futures, so futures trading will still continue. Forex is obviously not closed, but it does impact a lot of the banks. So the US banks obviously won't be open. It just tends to be just not a great day, in my opinion, to really be trading.
So I'd be looking at the SPX on the Forex, so that's your US 500, right? And I would say for the last couple of hours, it's just been going sideways. There's just no volume in the market, and that's what the US brings. So without that volume, you're not really going to get those good moves, right? So yeah, for myself, can't see me trading today. But what we can do, we will have a look at our Forex demo account. We have set up the New York opening range EA on that. And just the good news is we're just going to try that out for a couple of months. And, you know, anyone who signs up to the City Traders Imperium, we can send that out to you then. So you'll have access to the indicators and tools that we use when you sign up with those guys.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Andrew. And also a reminder that today's show is provided by City Traders Imperium. So make sure you check out their details are down in the description to this video. We do have a few people in the live chat. Just realized Andrew's also posted in the live chat as well their website. So it's citytradersimperium.com. Also in the live chat, Andrew, we have Rosario. So hi, Rosario. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And we also have What's Up.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, team? Anyone go long on America this weekend? I guess that would be a very good trade. Going into the weekend, we had the big, beautiful bill. I think there was a rush. Nobody wanted to be left out of the markets going into this holiday. So, yeah, feel free to post if anybody else is actively investing in the US. Let us know. Just pop it in the live chat.
So the SPX sort of tanked yesterday, didn't it, when that bill came out? And yeah, the bill's gone through. So I've just got some notes in front of me about the bill, and so it's just saying, what's it aimed at? We're looking at border security, economic growth, tax relief. So it does sound it sounds great at first, but I'm seeing people like Musk who not impressed, and obviously then we are seeing the Democrats as well pretty opposed to it. But 20 billion for border infrastructure, that's massive. Like they're just throwing these numbers around as if it's confetti, right? But we'll see what happens now. And yeah, I know there's a lot of legislation coming up, regarding the immigration process, etc. So really, it's what Trump campaigned on that he is delivering, right?
Yeah, and this is it. Like you vote in someone on a campaign, you get what they said they were gonna do. So I think you're right, Andrew. A lot of the stuff he was campaigning for in terms of border protections, he's implementing it. Whether you like him or not, that's what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, that's the thing with Trump. I think people love him, hate him, or just enjoy him for the memes. So I don't think we decided which one it is yet, but I'm just reading through some notes now. So we got Trump's team, they're calling it a game changer, and then we got some of the critics saying, it's quite vague, it's very extreme, and it's just a distraction from some of his other policies that he's trying to push through. So it's going to be interesting over the weekend, just catching up on the US politics and just watching the fallout from this.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some research this weekend. It's nice when the markets are closed, Andrew. We can just talk. We don't have to be, trying to take a trade live. And this weekend, I think we can ease into the research and be ready for Monday.
Yeah, definitely. Set up for next week. And sometimes it's actually good to take some time out, right? Take a day out. But a pretty good week in fairness. So quite happy with the trading for the week. I have broken the rules, I'll admit it. So what I've been doing is I've actually been taking some trades off the H1 when we get in some clear breaks between the high-low VWAP and the opening VWAP of the day. So took two of them this week, and it's been okay. But I'm quite interested to see if the Forex EA does open up during this opening range. If it does, what I'll do, I'll share screens. But I'm on version 8. So I think 2 weeks ago we said we're going to write this EA using ChatGPT. We done it, and we're on version 8 at the moment. So we're just trying to get the parameters right with ChatGPT. Maybe I wasn't clear enough on the instruction I was giving it. But we taken a trade yesterday, and let's see what we can do today. So I've actually got a trade in stop loss and take profit with the ATR, which is the average true range. I did initially have it set at like 100 pips, but market conditions change, right? They change daily, change weekly, so it's quite hard to have a set take profit and a set stop loss. So I'll be quite interested today to see what it does. But at the moment, the price, just looking at the US 500, S&P, ES, whatever we want to call it, and it's just moving sideways. No volume in the market, so might not even get a trade today anyway. Hey, you got yourself on mute.
I was just explaining all the secrets to investing. So I just wanted to make sure that you were paying attention, Andrew.
What did you say?
So the public holidays like 4th of July, they tend to be very, very thin liquidity and almost like pre-market or overnight trading overnight.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just better to maybe keep an eye on it if you want. But yeah, I wouldn't look at, personally look for any big swings, especially not as we normally would.
Yeah, so yeah, get your questions into the chat. So I think today's just going to be ask us anything sort of show today. So we got a question: did you create a script with ChatGPT? I didn't. I actually just listed bullet points. So I just told them this is the currency I want to trade. This is the time frame I want to trade it on. These are the parameters. So I'm looking at the New York opening breakout, first 15 minutes. Then I want the next one was I want the candle for the buy or sell to open above or below the opening range. Then we take the trade. So it's taken me a few goes. Like I said, I'm on like version 8 at the moment, and I think we'll get there. But yeah, as for script to ChatGPT, it's actually something we've actually started to do in work now. So AI is definitely the future, and I just think it's something that you need to be learning.
No, I agree. And I've incorporated it a lot more in my analysis. Not so much the actual physical trading, but all the build up beforehand, which I think is also very important. Making sure that you know as much information as possible before you press go.
Yeah, and I think with ChatGPT, the more instruction you can give it, so just break it down like a method statement, point by point. And yeah, if you do that, and if you're quite clear in your parameters, what you're going to do, it can follow that. But yeah, so far so good. What I want to do is once I finish with ChatGPT, I want to take it over to Grok or even Copilot, and I want to see what they spit out as well. Is it similar? What you can do then is you can use MetaTrader Editor, where you can actually open up the EA and you can actually compare the code then apples for apples, just to see which AI is doing what.
Yeah, no, that's genius. That's genius. I think we should keep the community updated and just continue to communicate with everybody about how things are going. We're getting a fairly lively chat here, so I just wanted to quickly just thank everybody who has joined us today. We have quite a few people in our Signature FX chat. And we have Rosario here. We've got WhatsApp also in the live chat, and we have Asha saying good morning to us. So feel free to post as and when something comes up. And we also have Jerry saying good morning, fellas, in our live chat as well. And let's not forget, Andrew, we also have City Traders Imperium. Their live chat. We have so it looks like we have Tough Trader in the live chat. So giving respect to Tough Trader, and also Tough Traders asked for us to have a look at gold. So we'll have a quick look at gold in a little bit. And also we have Bharat. Bharat is also in the City Traders Imperium live chat. So
okay, should we have a look at gold?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
do it.
All right, I'm going to pull up gold now. Also, thank you to Justina for helping us to keep on track with the City Traders Imperium live chat. Thanks. Thank you very much, Justina. Here we go. So here's the screen, and we're rocking and we're rolling.
Okay.
So the request was for gold to start with. So let's have a look at that. So technically gold is still open today, still trading. And there we go. Can you see that all right?
I can. So yeah, for myself, just a quick scan, right? I think we're going down on gold. I can just see,
That's the all-time high up here.
Yeah, we can just see us making higher lows, right? Or lower, higher lows, that's right. Higher lows.
Higher lows is bullish.
Lower highs then.
Lower highs. Okay, so you're talking about these ones.
Yeah.
Lower highs. Yes. Lower highs.
Yeah. So we can see that, and also just for myself, I can see vertical support has been broken as well. Been broken twice. So for myself, if I was to trade gold, and obviously this is not advice, I've just given you like a 30-second evaluation. But for myself, I think gold is bearish at the moment.
We are looking at, I would take the other side, Andrew. I would say I'm bullish gold, but I think time frame wise, I'm looking at maybe giving it until summer, end of summer, to revolve upside.
Do you know what that means then? Upside. It means you got to mark a line on the chart, and we'll review it next week. Higher or lower, chat? Higher or lower? Okay. Let's go.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, please post in the live chat. If you are in the live chat, post whether you think Andrew's right and we go higher for next week or lower for next week.
Lower for myself.
Higher or lower. Oh. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, I think eventually we break out of this. I say higher. Andrew says lower. Let us know.
Mark the price. Let's
okay. Put a note here. So it's currently 33.34. Okay. 33.34. Higher or lower. And you said lower?
Yes, I'm pretty much lower. Not financial advice for anyone watching in the chat, but get your opinions in. Drop it into the chat. What do you think?
There we go.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that.
So yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a look later on. I don't know. I just have a feeling here, Andrew. We'll see. We'll see. Best of luck to you.
Best of luck. I hope I win. Okay.
Let's have a look at another one. Let's see if you have something that you've been looking at and you're in the live chat. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. But yeah, let us know if you're in the live.
And just for the people asking about gold, just let us know what you want to know about gold. Is that what you wanted to know, or do you want us to dive into the charts a little bit more with deeper analysis, run some fib levels? Yeah, if you can let us know what you want, and we'll have a look.
Happy to dive deeper. 980 looks like the all-time high. Okay, so this is Bitcoin. It was as low as 98K, sort of mid to end June, and it's perked up a little bit. I would say, I think the regulations are helping Bitcoin. I think Trump likes crypto, so I'm going higher again, Andrew, on this one.
And I'd concur. I'd also go higher with Bitcoin.
So that means, you know what that means, right? It's going lower.
Yeah, 100%.
We can't both be right. It's not. Okay. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Okay, let's. I'm just looking at something else. Just excuse me for a minute.
Yeah, no problem. I do want to just mention something while you're doing that, Andrew. We are going to be giving away one free VIP ticket. And before I forget, I don't want to forget, please post hashtag SFX into the live chat, and you will be entered to win a free ticket to Lumina Fest 2025, which is taking place in Bermuda this September. So hashtag SFX if you are in the live chat, and we will enter you in before the end of the show. We'll enter you in a live draw.
And yeah, Mandela said to me off air that he's supplying the airline ticket, business class.
That's the other part of it as well. So we will not be paying for transportation to and from the event, but we will provide you with the VIP access. So if you go on the website, it's luminafest.com. And if you're wondering what the VIP ticket is, it's 23rd of September. VIP ticket is right here. So it gives you priority admission, preferred seating, catered lunch, access to the marketplace, and you also get invited to a VIP happy hour with the event speakers. So hashtag SFX is all you have to do, and we'll make that draw before we finish up the show today.
Okay, I'm just going to mark up the chart. We've actually got some volume on the S&P. We're actually pushing down lower. So if it's okay with you, Mandela, you're in the hot seat just for a couple of minutes while I just quickly get this ready. I'm probably going to take a trade on one account. Yeah, I am mindful of the volume. It's actually showing quite a low take profit and stop loss of just 52 ticks. So yeah, there's not a lot going on, but yeah, we've broken out quite nice. So I didn't expect that. So yeah, if you want to have a quick look at that, and I'm just going to quickly mark up 1 second. And chat, we will get better on this. We will do it on cameras on one day. Yeah, we're breaking out quite nice. Okay, I'll be back.
Do you want me to? I'll take the microphone here. So we could talk about a few things. Andrew's getting ready to place a trade here in ES futures, which is the S&P futures contract. Very interesting to see prices moving kind of downward. We haven't really seen a lot of bearish love, I would call it bearish love. It's been lacking lately. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll let Andrew focus in on his trade. In other news, let's see, we got a message here in the CTI chat. So we got hashtag SFX coming from Tough Trader. We also got a message from Crips. I believe it's Crips1, and it says, "It's nice to see you doing analysis on this great day. Independence Day is fun." We also got a hashtag SFX from Crips as well. So thank you very much, and thank you, Justina, for keeping us up to date and ready to go. Having a look now at the Signature FX chat. So we got Asha, Jerry is also entered in the chat, and Justin Ross as well. Mandela, do you keep track of APO stock? If so, what are your thoughts, outlook based on current market conditions? So for those of you who don't know, we'll show Rosario's entrance as well into the live draw. So going back to Justin's question, I used to work for a subsidiary of Apollo Global Management in a previous lifetime, and I was a member of the share purchase plan. I wasn't able to talk about the stock or do anything without permission. It was a restricted sort of ticker that I wasn't able to talk about. So this would be the first time of actually speaking about APO, and it feels a little bit weird as it was my previous employer. But having said that, let's have a quick pop up of the chart here. It is weird because intentionally, since I started working there, I've never actually looked at the stock from a purely technical perspective. So yeah, so it's interesting. We got a message in the live chat a few shows back about trading stocks that were added to the S&P 500 or the Russell, and S&P has recently, not too recently now, but not too long ago, S&P has added Apollo Global Management to their membership. And so when Apollo was added to the S&P, it actually increased in price, and now it's kind of faded a bit. Justin, to be completely honest with you, I would say if you are getting a discount and you are doing the employee share purchase plan, why not get the discount? But I'm going to have to take some more time to actually do a proper deep dive on it. But thank you very much for your post and for your questions. We got a message also from Sentosh. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to the live show. I see you've also entered. Best of luck to everybody. Andrew, how you making out, man? How you making out?
Yeah, no, pretty good. So yeah, where am I at the moment? So we're up to 63 ticks. So yeah, we've got a little bit of volume. So we're looking at a take profit of 63 ticks. Yeah, I got the alerts set. And yeah, potentially we could take a position. on one of the accounts. So I'm just watching ES. I'm also watching US 500 on the Forex, because obviously that's something we're going to be doing with City Trader Emporium. So we want to look at that. So yeah, I'm all right. I'm a little bit of a panic. I didn't expect to see that sort of volume and that sort of push from the open. So it looks like some people didn't get the memo that it is a bank holiday, right? But that's fine.
Trade.
Yeah, some people just want to trade, right? So yeah, that's fine. And yeah, hopefully we can get a trade off. So what we're looking at today, Mandela, is $250 US risk. And as always, I trade 1-to-1. We'll talk about risk to reward ratios again, but they're actually a little bit of a scam, right? So we can talk about that in more detail, and I'll explain what I mean by that, because I can imagine some people in the chat, what do you mean? And yeah, we'll go through that maybe next week. I'll put something together, I'll put some graphics together. I can actually show you what I mean with regard to risk to reward. But yeah, one-to-one works well with myself, right?
I think you have to look at it holistically, and you can't just say the risk to reward is going to guarantee you success. That's not how it works.
Yeah, if you got a good trading system, if you're locked in and you got something that works for you, and you're trading 1-to-1, and you win in 60-70% of your trades, you're making profit, right? But if you're trading, let's give an example of 10-to-1, 5-to-1, people are like, yeah, but I can have 9 losses. Yeah, but after your 10th trade, you've still made the same money that I've made, right? Trading my 1-to-1. But I've got some really good information on that, because when I first started trading, it was all about the risk to reward, and you're always looking for that home run, right? Just looking for that, trying to knock it out of the park every time. But if you can get yourself a good strategy, trade 1-to-1, and if your strategy is more favorable than not, you're gonna make money, right? So yeah, that's my advice to people. Don't be looking to hit the ball out of the park on every trade. It is nice if you can get a runner, now and again. That really does help your risk to reward ratio on your stats. It looks good when you flex it on X. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, just keep it simple, right? That's my advice.
I'm very glad that you mentioned that, Andrew, because I wanted to show 2 trades, the last 2 trades that I took in the on the live streams, where they could have been runners, but it's okay if they're not runners. So on Friday of last week, we took a trade and we were able to profit. We followed the rules. We got out before what would have been the consumer sentiment. And then the price kind of jiggled around a little, wiggled a bit, and then continued higher. And, some people will beat themselves up for not maximizing the profit. But if you're following your process and you've done everything that you've, set for yourself, then you can't basically beat yourself up. You can't be too harsh on yourself if you followed the process that you set for yourself.
Yeah, again, it's your mindset. You got to set yourself your take profit, your stop loss. Once you hit your profit, be happy with that, right? You've done your job for the day. It's just like doing your regular 9 to 5, right? You've gone in, you've done your job, you've done it to the best of your ability, and you're not looking to go above and beyond. Yeah, just set your profit, set your stop loss, and just stick to it. Don't go moving your stop loss against the price, for sure. I am guilty. Sometimes I'm moving my stop loss too soon to a break even. Like I said last week, the price comes back, hits the break even. I'm out of the trade, and then the price then goes up to my take profit. It happens all the time. So I just want to show the trade I took yesterday.
Go for it.
If I can.
There we go.
So yeah, this is what we took yesterday. So it was a nice opening range breakout trade. As you can see, we got in here. And yeah, we had a nice push up. The red line here, this is normally where I do like to move the stop loss. When I say break even, I always mean a profitable stop. So it's just a couple of ticks above, just to cover for any slippage and commissions. And yeah, we went up into a take profit. You can see we had a pullback. Price went higher. But yeah, trading 1-to-1, that's all I do. And like I say, as long as I'm winning 6 out of those 10 trades. It's a little bit more than that, but as long as we're profitable, the minute the strategy reverses where I'm actually losing 6 out of 10, then I need to revise the strategy and to take a good look at what I'm doing. But at the moment, the opening range breakout, it works. I know we've said that so many times, and it's such a simple strategy. You don't have to understand the complexity of maybe the ICTs, the Fibonacci's, smart money concepts. They're great to know, because you understand the price movement a bit better. Pattern recognition might be a bit better, but ultimately, just look into the opening range breakout. And myself, I trade 1-to-1, and it's working well at the moment.
Yeah, I think that was a great trade to be able to hold on to that, Andrew, pretty much throughout most of the first 2-3 hours of the trading day. Because I think a lot of people also get very anxious and want to just take the profit, but being able to kind of let it ride and maximize the profit, I think, is definitely a skill.
Yeah, I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at today. So yes, you can see here. So yeah, here's the first 15 minutes. Let me just zoom out a bit for everybody. Yes, here's the first 15 minutes. So that's the opening range marked. So you can see opening range high, opening range low. And what I do then is, you like to guess the price, right? But I let the price come to me. So if the price breaks the opening range, what I want to do then, I want to make sure we don't get a false breakout. So I set my entry level about 10 ticks above the opening range, and then I'm looking to enter here. And if the price reverses now and it comes down to here, I'm looking to go short. So it's such a simple strategy to do. It probably takes the best part of 20 minutes, 15 minutes to set up. You just set your alerts and you just wait for the price to come to you. And that's all I'm doing. It's such a simple strategy. And trading doesn't have to be super complicated, right? It's like I said last week, I got a real good friend. He knows everything about trading. If you sat down with him, you'd hand over your life savings to him, because he can talk to you about any concept of trading. But when it comes to doing it, when it comes to getting a payout with a prop firm, he's struggling big time. Sometimes too much information, it can be information overload. So what I recommend to people learning to trade is you just keep it simple and find a strategy that works for you as well. So this works for me. Might not work for everyone else, right? Depends on your patience, depends on your risk tolerance. I think it was 2 weeks ago, I think I took 4 losses in a row. And even myself, you have some doubts to do. You think, oh no, is the strategy okay? Is it working? But last week, back on the horse. This week, we've done really well. So that's it. That's what I do. So I just mark the chart. Price comes to my buy level, I'm looking to buy. Price comes to my sell level, I'm looking to sell, and off we go.
Yeah, brilliant. I think being able to also go back and research your trade, review is key, because these patterns do repeat over time, and being able to improve on it, I think that's part of perfecting your craft. And so anybody who is trading, I think that's one of the hardest things, especially with those losing trades, going back and reviewing through the pain to see how can I have traded differently? What did I do wrong? Did I break any rules? If so, what were they? Why? Those sorts of things, I think, are what separates those who are successful in the long term, and then those who maybe have a few good lucky trades and then end up giving up very early on in their career. So I wanted to just quickly show mine as well, Andrew. Since you're showing yours, I want to show mine. But it's nothing to do with me wanting to match you or anything. We're two separate people. You made a good point as well, which is what works for you might not work for me.
Listen, I say it all the time. You're the one that taught me this strategy, and I'll say that now. I'm thankful to you for that, and your patience and perseverance actually drumming it into me that stick with it, patience, slow and steady, and it's paying off.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear that, Andrew. But you're the one who has to roll up their sleeves. You're the one that does the research. You're the one that does the buying and the selling. And yeah, thank you for sharing that. You don't have to share that, but thank you for sharing
last
that.
time.
So this was last Friday. So this was exactly a week ago. We got in here and we ended up getting out here. Now, if I was holding it like Andrew would have, I probably would have wanted to hold it up until here somewhere. But we were happy to get this trade. Ends up being a relatively small piece of the move. But we did have a very, I would say, a major news announcement at this point, which would have been 30 minutes into the trading day last week. We got consumer sentiment. So our plan was to get out before that announcement, which we did. But you can see the strategy worked. It continued to work after. Then, of course, anybody who would have been greedy, you would have ended up going, basically giving back all the profits, just to show kind of how that day unfolded. And then yesterday, we did something similar, almost identical trade, really, where we entered here yesterday and we got out here. And it was pretty much the same thing. Took our profits here. 11 o'clock was ISM PMIs. So we got out before the first 30 minutes, that data. And what happened? Continued higher. A lot of people would say, "Oh, this is not for me. I got out too early." For me, I took what I could out of the market. I followed my rules. I got in on the breakout, got out before the news. Yes, there was still some other profits that could have been made, but this weekend I'm going to review and maybe look at getting back in after that news hits the wires, reassess, and then maybe catch that second move higher after the news so that we've already cashed in and we want to then look to add to that later. So many different ways to trade.
Yeah, just apologies for camera off and just getting messages. Are you on the CTI channel? Yes. Hello, Ma. I'm on the telly. How are we doing? So just got a message on WhatsApp now. So yes, we are. We're streaming in 2 places. So yes, welcome to the show. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wow. So, okay. Great. Nice. At least people are watching, and it's not just us talking to each other randomly.
Yeah, we just do that on the weekend. So yeah.
So I think let's have a look at, I'm looking at the CTI check because that's my responsibility today. So Bharat Khan says, "Hey bros, have a great summer." And yeah, we got Bharat, we got Crips, we got Tough Trader, all in the City Traders Imperium live chat.
So I'm gonna, if I can, let me try and share the screen. So the Forex EA just took a trade. Let me see if I can do that. Here we go. Let me see if this works.
Go for it.
Right. Okay. You should be able to see the screen. So this is just a demo account. So obviously, if you're going to be looking at prop firm challenge, you go with CTI. And if you do sign up with CTI, you can actually get the indicators we use for free, right? We'll send them to you. So at the moment, this is is testing at the moment. Okay, so I want to leave it run for a couple of months first, just to see what we can do. But we do have some moving average crossover indicators. We have the box breakout strategy indicator. So we have a lot of indicators that can help your trading journey. So yeah, if you sign up with CTI, just reach out to Mandela and myself, and we will email our indicators over to you. So here we go. Let's see what we can do.
Very nice. That's good to see that it's up and running.
Yes, this is automated, right? So it's taken the trade itself. It's taken the take profit and stop based on the ATR, and I'll probably increase that lot size. It's not the greatest, but let's see what happens. But first time live on YouTube's probably hit the stop loss, right? But let's see what we can do.
That's exciting. And it's also good to know that you could be making money in your sleep, entering and exiting in your sleep, which is, I mean, that's the dream, right?
Yeah, so my advice to be, if you are going to use an EA or indicator, get yourself a VPN. Yeah, so you just make sure then that the EA is on 24/7, right? But this is programmed just to run for the New York session, so it doesn't enter a trade until after first 15 minutes of the New York Open, and it should only take one trade a day. So that's what's been programmed to do. So yeah, let's see.
Okay, nice.
Let's keep an eye on this. And
I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, can we do like a regular update on this for each show?
Yeah, so we'll do an update next Friday. So this version will be running for 1 week solid, and this is version 8. So I'm just going to let it play out for the week. What we'll do then, we'll export the data into Excel, and then we can load that up into ChatGPT and have a look at the trades. I think there's some more room for the take profit. Also, I don't like that the take profit is less than the stop loss. Yeah, if you just look
in, less than 1-to-1.
It's less than 1-to-1, yes, right? So that's 19 pips, and this one is 27. So that's not right. They should be about equal, right?
Yeah, they should. I think. I mean, yeah, over time it is better, especially if you're 50% win rate.
Yeah.
You want to try and keep it a little bit closer to 1-to-1, but
yeah,
I guess as you're doing the testing, you can.
Yes, we'll run it for a week. It might balance itself out, right? The trade on Monday. Okay, there we are. We're out. Hit the stop. Yeah. Something come out. Okie dokie. Yeah. Well, there we are. That's what happens when you go live with something new. But okay, so yeah, that hit the stop. And you can see here, we hit the take profit yesterday.
It's just showing that losses are part of the business, and you should build that into your models. It's just a realistic part of if you are going to be in this industry. It's just something that you have to. It's definitely not a bug. It is a feature of trading.
That was a large push down. So I don't know if a tweet has come out or something's happened with Trump. But yeah, that was a big spike down on the 5-minute chart. And that price has returned now. It's back to where it was. But yeah, that was a big push down. It actually covered the whole opening range.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. So on the S&P cash, it wasn't the same move. But I'm looking to see if there was any news that came out. I know that Trump's supposed to be signing the big beautiful bill this afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was a big push down on the M5, and the price now just opened above the opening range high. So yeah, something happened. I don't know what, but that's why you have a stop loss as well, right, to protect the accounts. So what should happen now? That should be it. It shouldn't take another trade. We'll keep an eye on that.
Okay.
As the show goes on.
All right. I would like to give just a quick update for those who are not, who are really keen to get a free ticket to our Lumina Fest. We will be giving away a ticket. I'm going to set a timer so that we can keep on top of it. So in the next 5 minutes, we will be doing a live draw. Please post hashtag capital SFX, hashtag SFX in the live chat, and we will be doing a live draw in 5 minutes to give away one free VIP ticket.
Yeah, and for myself, probably another 5-10 minutes. I can't see me taking a trade. Just not seeing the volume to take a trade today.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the vacation day, really. I'm enjoying the holiday.
Yes. So any more questions in the chat? We will be back trading live next week, of course. It's just it's a holiday in the US today, so we really haven't got the volume really to be taking a trade. I will say I'm a little bit disappointed with the EA. That news just spiked through the stop loss, and now the price is back to where it should be. So yeah, something happened. I'll have a look after the show and try and investigate that and just see what happened. Something spooked the market a little bit.
It's good to kind of test these systems. I do like the idea of just having it, like, turn it on and trust and know that it's just gonna work.
Oh, it's great for Forex, right? You can just start yourself off with a small account and just compound, right? And just forget about it and come back and just check up on it every week or something. And then in a year's time, be a nice little nest egg, you know, something sitting there.
Yeah.
Buy yourself something nice.
Yeah. It's always nice. It's like finding some money in your pockets.
Should we do this draw?
Yeah, we can do the draw. Let's do it. All right, so final call for hashtag SFX. And let's do the screen share. Here we go. Okay. So just a reminder, this ticket will go to one lucky winner who has put hashtag SFX in our live chat. And here we go. Okay. Ready, steady, go. All best of luck to everybody who has entered. And the winner is Mr. Jerry Soltis.
Congratulations. Well done.
Yes, congratulations, Jerry. So we will get you that ticket directly to you. And that's going to be on September the 26th. There is a Lumia Financial Literacy Summit taking place in Bermuda. And the value of that ticket, the VIP ticket, is $249. So we will be getting that ticket to you very soon. And we plan to do this on our next show as well. So make sure you tune into our next show.
Yeah, every week. Yeah, we plan to do something. Just to thank you guys in the chat. We really, really appreciate you being here. And yeah, it beats me and Mandela just talking to each other, you know, pretending there's people here. So should we go through some of the chat and then I think we can call it a day. I can't see me taking a trade, but we will be back next week. And don't forget to check out Mandela on the CTI channel every Thursday.
Yes. Thank you very much for reminding me about that, Andrew. Thursday at 2:15, so 15 minutes before market opens, just like this show. And we do have people in the live chat on the CTI channel. Let's see. Yeah, we just got people saying, see you next week, liking the show. So thank you for that feedback as well.
So much. Okay, let's go through Signature FX. And we've got Asha. I have to work on my timings and trading, entering and exiting, and also need to tighten. Yeah, so timings in trading, what I would do is look at the ATR for your stop loss and your take profit and set and forget. Yeah, rather than, you know, be jumping in and out of trades. That would be my recommendation. Obviously, it depends what you're trading. You know, you could be maybe on options and things you want to get out when you're in a profit, but then you can always put your stop loss into a small profit as well. But yeah, definitely for myself, yeah, look at putting just set yourself a target for a stop. You know what you're comfortable with as an expense for the day, and then what you'd be happy with putting into the bank. Okay, so yeah, Asha, yeah, okay, I think we just explained that. Yes, Jerry, yes, congratulations, Jerry, well done. Enjoy the show. I'm not jealous much that I can't make it, but maybe next year, who knows? So we got Santosh with the congrats to Jerry.
Yeah, there we go.
Jerry with a wow in all small case. So that means he's extremely excited. No, congratulations, Jerry, well done. And I'm sure Mandela will be really happy to see you. Good job from Rosario. So well done. Jerry, thanks for the show today. No, thanks for joining. It does mean a lot to us to have people in the chat. It definitely helps us, you know, to keep the show going and things to talk about as well. So it really helps when you drop your questions into the chat and test us on trading things and knowledge. And love what you guys are. Keep doing it. We will. Thanks very much. But it's definitely like you guys give us like an adrenaline shot, right? You really, really help and just makes the show flow a lot better. So thanks, chat. Really appreciate it. And Mandela, I will see you next week. I'm gonna dip, and hopefully we can get some trades away next Friday. We'll have a bit of volume in the market, and yeah, we should be able to get some trades. Okay, thanks everyone. I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.
Thank you, Andrew. Take care. Alrighty, I'm gonna just pull up the City Traders Imperium chat as well. So we had a message from Barrett Can saying, "Hello, bros." Tough Trader was in the house, as well as Crips, CRIPZ, saying it's nice that you're doing an analysis on this great day. Independence Day is fun. And we also had Justina, who was running the point in the live chat for CTI. So special thanks to Justina for keeping us in line, keeping everything flowing today. I don't really have much else. As you know, markets are closed today, and our first show on CTI was on a bank holiday. It was on Juneteenth. And it's nice. It's a different feel. We're not glued as much onto price moves, and it's a little bit more relaxed when it's a bank holiday. So I really want to thank everybody for watching. We have Santosh as well saying thank you for the show today. That's pretty much it. We will be back again on Thursday, doing our regular live show 15 minutes before markets open, and then back again on Friday right here to do it all again for you all. So covered quite a bit of stuff. I think one thing that it seems like the market is enjoying is the current environment. I think the market likes what Trump's doing. It was a great move this week in broader markets, and I think there's almost like an element of the market likes this big beautiful bill. As we were getting closer and closer to being completed and signed and passed, markets were loving it. So we like to take a very much a market view on things, and like it or not, the market is liking what's happening. The reaction is very positive. We also got some really good employment data yesterday from non-farm payrolls, and unemployment numbers were good for last month. So we're just calling it like we see it. Things are going well, and we're going to continue to give you up to the minute real-time analysis, thoughts, and we got a lot more in store for you. So I'll leave it there. Enjoy your 4th of July for everybody who is celebrating. We really enjoy doing these shows, and hopefully you enjoy watching these shows. And with that, I'm going to say, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you all again next time. Take care.